That's better, Benji. Go, Benji! Come on, Lewis! Yes, Benji! Come on, Lewis! Come on, Lewis! Come on, Ian, let's go!
Hey, Autumn Athletes, Larry Sorensen here, and today I'm going to connect with Damaine Benjamin and find out what makes him an Autumn Athlete that's not done yet. Remember, if you enjoy our content, please like, subscribe, and ding that bell for notifications. Don't forget to visit AutumnAthletesNDY.com for all your cool NDY merch and gear. All right, enough advertising. Let's get this thing started. Damaine, thanks so much for joining us today. Why don't you start us off with a little introduction?
Hi, Larry. Thanks for having me. As you heard, I'm Damaine Benjamin, a masters athlete. Compete in the 35 to 39 age category. I'm a 400-meter hurdler, world record holder for the 35 to 39 age group in the 4x400 meter relay. And I recently became the European champion in the 400-meter hurdles. Outside of athletics, I'm a sports massage therapist and strength and conditioning coach. Got 2 kids. That's about it.
So great to meet you. Before we get talking about what you're doing now, we want to visit a little bit back to your earlier days in athletics. So give us a little idea. What did you do maybe in like high school or college? Did you play different sports? Was it just track and field? Tell us about that.
No, my journey was a bit different. Back in primary school, I tried track and field. I wasn't cut out to be an athlete. High school, my dad used to play cricket, so he tried to get me in cricket, but I never liked the sport. So I kept trying my hand at athletics. I kept trying to run, but I wasn't strong enough. I wasn't big enough. I wasn't fast enough. So I left it. And I think when I was in year 11, I tried to do long and triple jump. And I jumped around 6 meters and around 13 meters in the triple jump and moved on to university. And that's when I found out I can run 400 meters. So I started running 400 meters in university.
Okay.
There, I lasted 3 years in university. Then I came to the UK in 2012. So, but before moving here, I did quit athletics and I went into teaching. I was teaching physical education in a high school. Then I moved to the UK in 2012, got back into athletics. I was playing a bit of football. Then I got back into athletics in 2015. When I was about to become a dad in 2015, I decided that, you know what, I'm going to cut the partying down, the drinking, and we'll start training again. And I started in 2015 and I decided to try the 400-meter hurdles. And I haven't looked back since, you know.
Yeah.
Every year I just grow from strength to strength.
Now you mentioned moving to Great Britain. Where were you from originally?
Oh, sorry. Originally I'm from Jamaica.
Oh, okay. And then you moved to Great Britain, at what year?
2012.
2012. Okay. And
Yeah.
how old were you at that point?
I was 24.
24. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So how you liking Great Britain?
It's all right. Other than this time of year, from now up until February, it's the worst time.
You like the warm weather, I take it?
Yeah, I prefer the warmer weather. I think that's the reason why I came to Portugal on Saturday, and I got a sniff up the hair, and I decided, like, yeah, I'm going to run fast.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So now you're 37 and you're competing in masters track and field. So tell us a little bit about some of your successes. You mentioned about having a record before. So fill us in on some of the details of your records and any other successes that you've had so far as a masters athlete.
3 years in a row, I've been the UK Masters champion. In 2023, I won the 400 meters and the 400-meter hurdles at the UK Championships. 2024, I won the 400-meter hurdles. Then in 2024, I entered at the World Masters Championships. I made the finals for both the 400 meters and 400-meter hurdles. I finished fifth in the hurdles and seventh in the 400 meters. And then me and my team, we broke the world record by like 2 seconds.
In what event?
At the 4x400-meter relay, sorry.
4x400. Okay.
Yeah. And then this year, after winning the UK Masters Championships, I set my sight on the European because I felt good and I knew I could do something. I wasn't performing very well at like club level, but when I came here last week, I knew something special was going to happen.
So you're currently there at the championships. How are they going so far?
Yeah, so on Monday, I competed in the finals of the 400-meter hurdles, which I won in my fastest time since 2019. And
Nice.
then I decided to enter the 200 meters, but I'm not really a short sprinter. I knew if I wanted to make the finals, I would have to run a season best, which I did. I did that today in the semifinals, made it to the finals, and I finished 8th place. But for me, that was an achievement, because there was a lot of sprinters who didn't make it through. But a guy who competed in the 400-meter hurdles on Monday made it through, So I think that's an achievement.
So what was your 400 time, your 400 hurdle winning time? And then how did you do with your PR in the 200?
My 400-meter hurdle winning time was 54.1. I was aiming for a 53 mid, but I had some missteps and it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And my 200 season best was good, 22.5, which my personal best in 200 is 21.2. So
Yeah.
I'm way off. But
Yeah.
that was set in 2010. But 22.5, I'm happy with it because I think that's enough speed for me to run like a 48 seconds, 400 meters, which that's what I need to be competitive at my level.
You're doing well. We want to know how you're doing well. Give us a little idea of your training regimen, maybe through a week's time or particular workouts that you do, or maybe in season, off season. Just fill us in a little bit about what makes you fast.
Yeah, so at the moment I'm still in season, even though it's October. So this had to take like a lot of planning and stuff like that because I've never ever competed in October before. So for me, running this fast in October is something special,
Yeah.
So like a week of training would be on a Monday, I would do some acceleration work. So either from starting blocks or from a 3-point start or something. And then I would hit the gym where I would do a full body workout, which would consist of like cleans, squats, bench press, a bit of plyometrics.
Mm-hmm.
And then on a Tuesday, I would have my speed endurance work. And that would be just in the mornings, and then I will go to work in the afternoons. Then on a Wednesday, I would hit the gym and then do some like tempo work. So either like 20-second runs on a treadmill, or if I can get to the park, I would do like some intervals, like 1 minute on, 1 minute off, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then on a Thursday, I would do some special endurance. So maybe some 250s, 150s, stuff like that. And then I would rest on Friday. Then Saturday, I will do like my hurdling. And then I'll rest on Sunday. So 5 days of training, 2 days of rest.
Sure. Okay. So
and that's
Yeah.
how it is that's how it is in the winter months as well, in the off season.
So give us an idea of one of your speed workouts. Like, what would you do? How many intervals? What kind of rest? Fill us in on one of those. Take us to the track today.
Yep. So one of my speed workout sessions on a Monday, I would normally do from blocks. So it would be like 2 times 20 meters. Then I'll take like 2 minutes rest between each. Then I'll take a 5-minute rest. Then I move up to 2 times 30, 3 minutes between each. I take a 5-minute rest. Then I go up to 2 times 40, 4-minute rest, then 5 minutes. Then I'll do either 2 times 60 meters or 2 times 50 meters. And then I will finish up with like some, as I say, in the gym. Yeah. So that would be my acceleration session. And then on a Tuesday, where I do my longer lactic work, would be something like, so my recent one, whilst I was preparing for this championship, I did a 150 meters, took 10 minutes, and then I went into, I done a 300 meters, I took 15 minutes, then I done the 150 again.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that was my session because I was in my peak phase at the time.
Yeah.
Then on the Wednesday, I done some plyometrics and some gym work, explosive movements in the gym,
Yeah.
and some interval runs, which was 20 seconds on and 30 seconds off. Then the third Thursday, I done some max velocity work. So I done 3 times flying 30 meters with a 20-meter roll on, and then I fly for 30. And then followed by 4 times 150s.
Got
And
it.
the Friday, as I say, would be a rest day. And then the Saturday, I done 1 times from blocks to hurdle height. And then I took 15 minutes rest. And then I ran 1 times from blocks to hurdle 6. And then a 15-minute rest. And then I went to hurdle 4. And that was it.
So when you're in the off season, do you do any kind of distance training, mileage or long biking, static or like steady state kind of stuff?
Yeah. So in my first 6-week block, I always tend to do a lot more longer runs. Nothing over 500 meters. So I'll do maybe 2 times 500. My longest session would be 2 times 500 meters and then 4 times 250s.
But you never go out and run 5 miles or something like that.
A couple times I'll go down a 5K in probably like sub 20, So
Yeah.
maybe like anywhere between 21 minutes or 19 minutes. I've never tried to push it before.
Yeah.
But I know if I decided to push, I could run maybe around 17 minutes or so.
But from a training perspective, you don't incorporate any of those kind of long runs. It's all just on the track, speed stuff.
But I do incorporate hill sprint during my off season and pre-season.
All right. So obviously you do a lot of training there. What about fueling your body? How do you eat? Do you track macros, any of that kind of stuff? Or do you just try to eat healthy? Do you cheat a lot? Who knows? Tell us how you eat.
Yeah. So I try to eat healthy, but I like my ice cream. I like my cakes. I like my sweets, because I'm human, I'm not going to miss out on the nice stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't track macros because I find it like a bit of time consuming, and I haven't got that much time between training and getting to work and kids and all that, but I've been doing it for so long. I know my portion sizes,
Yeah.
so I know exactly how much chicken I need to eat if I want to hit a certain amount of protein, and how much yogurt I need, how much protein shake I need.
Yeah.
So I think I eat quite healthy because leading up to this competition, in August, I was 83.5 kilos. And then 6 weeks later, I was 70, I weighed myself, I was 78 kilos.
Okay.
So that was me getting my body ready to
Yeah.
race. And all I did was lessen my carbs and up my protein. And I stopped eating sweets.
Yeah.
I did stop eating sweets. I stopped eating the ice cream. So I held myself accountable. And it worked out in my favor because I came here in the best shape of my life.
Yeah.
And I ran my quickest time since becoming a masters athlete.
Shifting gears just a little bit. So you do massage therapy as a profession.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that. And then, do you incorporate, your knowledge there on your own body, and how do you do that maybe yourself, without hiring somebody to do that? Are there things as masters athletes you can help us do on our own, some sort of rolling exercises, what have you? Give us a little of your expertise.
I've been qualified in sports massage since 2009, I think. I've never really used it until 2020. That's when I decided I'm going to quit my job and own my skill,
Yeah.
And I opened my own business. I started working with just people in the local community. And then one of my previous coaches, he started recommending me a lot to his athletes. And then that's how I became known to a lot of other athletes, and I started getting work through that. But in the sense of me getting treatment and stuff, I normally use other athletes who are sports massage therapists.
Okay.
But with a lot of the stuff, I incorporate in my training, like the mobility and stuff like that. So, for example, in March, I broke my indoor 200-meter personal best, which I set in 2018, and I broke it in March this year. And a week later, I pulled my hamstring, and 6 weeks later, I was back racing,
Yeah. Wow.
and I was able to get myself better because I'm in that profession and my knowledge as well about the human body and stuff like that. I knew I hurt my hamstring because I wasn't sprinting enough. So I started sprinting more because that's the best way to strengthen your hamstring,
Yeah.
by sprinting. Like you can do glute bridges, deadlifts, hamstring curls. Nothing's gonna strengthen your hamstring but sprinting. And even though I took it slow and then I build up, and within 6 weeks I was back racing. And yeah, but alongside the martial art therapy, I include like cupping therapy, assisted stretching, and muscle scraping, the Graston therapy.
Mhm.
Yeah, so those are included in my treatments. And I normally, especially with the Graston therapy, I normally use it to help my muscles to recover after training and stuff, along with the cupping therapy. So I normally see someone once per month. But during that time, I try to do a lot of the work myself. So on my quads, calves, and then I'll see someone for my hamstrings, glutes, back.
Going off to a little different track, do you ever get back? Do you have family and stuff back in Jamaica? Do you ever get back to visit frequently, and if so, tell us a little bit about, Jamaica, maybe your upbringing there and what you love about your hometown.
Since I've been here, I've only been back once. I've been back in 2021 because the flights to Jamaica is crazy expensive,
Yeah.
And I always say to myself, I can go back whenever I want. The world is a big place. I want to see more countries.
Yeah.
So, if I'm being honest, I don't remember much about my hometown because it's changed so much.
Yeah.
But what I did enjoy growing up there was going to the rivers, the beaches, the fruits,
Yeah.
the sunshine, just walking around barefoot, just stuff like that. I miss that.
And the warm weather, right?
Yep, definitely.
So, this Masters Athletics gives you an opportunity to do a little bit of traveling.
Yeah.
Have you tell us a little bit about maybe your favorite place that you've been able to travel to compete, and then is there some place that you would really love to go and compete at, maybe like a world championship or something?
My favorite place so far has to be Madeira, where I'm at now. Has to be. Just the location of the track is it's basically in the valley,
Yeah. Yeah.
So looking up at the mountains on each side,
Yeah.
and you can see the waterfalls coming down, and the food here is good. The fruits remind me of Jamaica, everything, the sunshine, the beaches.
Yeah.
But I would love to go back and compete in Jamaica at least one more time.
Yeah.
That's on my bucket list. So just one more race on that track at the national stadium. I would love to do that.
Yeah.
That's
Sure.
it. But what I'm looking forward to now is to compete next year at the World Championships in South Korea, in Daegu.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what I'm looking forward to now.
That's a big trip.
Yeah.
Have you had any thoughts of coming to the US to compete at all?
I was supposed to compete in the US at the Masters Indoor Championships back in March, but then I pulled my hamstring, so I had to pull out of the championships.
I don't know if you heard or not, but the championship's coming back to Florida in 2027. The indoor.
Yeah, I've heard. I saw it. I saw it yesterday. Yeah, I think I saw it yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah. So you get another opportunity to come visit us here in the US.
Yeah. I didn't mention, but I did get a scholarship to go to Kansas.
Oh,
and somehow the scholarship fell through because my dad lives in Philadelphia.
Okay.
And he was trying to get me at the time, that was back in 2011. He was trying to get me to the States at the time. So I did already have like a visa in progress.
Yeah.
And when I tried to get a student visa, the embassy declined it. So I didn't get to take up my scholarship to Kansas.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. So I felt like that derailed my athletic journey a little bit, because after that fell through, I kind of quit athletics.
You're 37, you've got the kids, you've got a business you're trying to build. What's the motivation to do this track and field thing?
One, my family. my partner, my kids. She motivates me a lot, even though sometimes she cusses me out for training too much, you know. But she motivates me a lot. And my business, you know, every time I step on that track, I say to myself, if I perform well, I will get more clients. My business will grow. Especially in that 400 meter hurdles finals, I got to the seventh hurdle and I could feel the Belgian guy on my shoulder. And I'm like, if I win this, I guarantee you I'll get more clients. and, and that's what I did. I just took off.
Yeah.
Huh? So yeah, building my business and my family, that's what motivates me. One of the reasons why I keep training and I keep competing is to inspire guys my age and guys that are a bit older than me. Even some guys that are younger. Like when you hit 30, you're not done yet, because a lot of guys think that, okay, after 30, you didn't play for your favorite football team, you didn't go to the Olympics, you know, you didn't go to the World Championships, you think that's it, it's over. But there's like a whole new world out there. You just have to keep training, you know. Even if you're not training, you can, it's not too late to start. You can get a plan, get a coach, get a personal trainer, you know, even just some following online videos. Just start. You know, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, it can be the beginning of your own journey. You never know where it might take you. Because I stopped for 4 years. And when I came back, I didn't expect to be in Portugal, no. You know, I didn't expect to become a European champion, but I started and I decided I'm not stopping, because I want my kids to see me doing this. And you know, it's taking me all over the world and it's my hobby. It's not even my job, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Dealing with all the kids and work and travel and training and all this kind of stuff. How do you fit it all in?
I was an office worker first and I wasn't getting enough time to train. So I decided to quit and open my own business where I can make my own time. And that's how I fit things in. So I train in the mornings, then I work in the afternoons. And I find that balance works for me. It might not work for some people, because some people might train and they want to sleep. Me, I train, then I go straight to work. And that balance works for me. And then I get home by 6:30, 7 p.m. And I'll see my little one to bed, spend some time with my partner, and that works perfectly.
Well, Damaine, I want to thank you so much for joining us today to give us a little insight as to what makes you an autumn athlete that's not done yet. I'd like to wrap up here by giving you the floor to just kind of give us some final thoughts.
I'm not done yet. You know, when I raced on Monday, it proves to me how much more I still have to offer, you know?
Yeah.
Because right through the season, I thought I was finished. I was running really slow times. You know, I felt like that was it. I was like, that's it, you know. But then competing on Monday, like, give me that spark again. You know,
Yeah.
I felt that spark. I felt like that fire ignite. And so going into the winter, I'll take 2 weeks off from now. And then going into the winter, I will start building towards next year. But within that time, I'll try to balance my training and my family a bit better this year.
Yeah.
Because in the last year, I was spending Saturdays and Sundays on the track and missing out on my family time, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll try to balance that a bit more and put a bit more focus in my business. I'll still train as much I am, but, you know, I'll try to balance it a little bit more.
Well, Damaine Benjamin, he is definitely an autumn athlete that's not done yet. Remember, keep moving, set your own goals, and train hard to achieve them. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next
Definitely.
time.